I used to think mathematics was the purest form of truth, the one place where certainty lived. 2 plus 2 is 4. The angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees and everything else might crumble, but math would stand. It seemed immune to the chaos of experience. But over time, that faith started to tremble. I began reading Alfred North Whitehead, one of the architects of modern logic, and I stumbled across this line. Philosophy has been misled by the example of mathematics. Even in mathematics, the statement of the ultimate logical principles is beset with difficulties as yet insuperable. That struck me. The man who co-wrote Principia Mathematica, who helped formalize the very structure of modern logic, later turned around and said, "We might have built our house on sand." Whitehead's insight is simple but radical. What if the world isn't made of static things but processes? Events, relations, moments of becoming. Then our mathematical starting points, those supposedly clear, distinct, eternal premises, aren't just limited. They're metaphysically false. Take the idea of a point. In calculus, we say space and time are made up of infinitesimal points, frozen instants, zero-dimensional positions. But in a living universe, there are no points without motion. Every point is an event in transition, a flicker of becoming. The world doesn't stand still long enough to be reduced to a point. Then there's the law of the excluded middle, the idea that every statement must be either true or false. But what if reality is still deciding? In a world of unfolding processes, truth is not a static label, it's a trajectory. Something may be becoming true. Between true and false lies the fertile region of not yet even set theory assumes a frozen universe. It begins with isolated elements, self-contained atoms of thought, and then builds relations on top of them. But what if relation comes first? What if the entities themselves are born from their connections? Then the whole logic of independence collapses. And infinity, that sublime symbol of mathematical perfection, looks different too. Cantor's infinity is a completed totality, an already existing whole. But in a process world, there are no completed wholes, only open continuations. Infinity isn't a place we can stand, it's the gesture of ongoing creation. When I look at the world through Whitehead's lens, mathematics becomes something more human, more humble, not a divine language of absolute certainty, but a tool woven into the flow of experience. Its premises aren't eternal truths, they're convenient fictions that work astonishingly well within certain domains of stability. But the universe itself? It's always in motion. And that means the truths we build can only ever be provisional, like scaffolding that moves with the structure it supports. In a process reality, the real beauty of mathematics isn't that it's timeless. It's that it's alive, that its forms can evolve, mutate, and adapt as reality itself unfolds. So when a contradiction appears, when logic trips over itself, it's not a failure of reason. It's the universe whispering. One of your premises has stopped being true. And maybe that's what philosophy and science both need to remember, that the search for clarity doesn't begin with certain premises. It begins with motion, with relation, with the willingness to let even our deepest axioms evolve.